Hello, what's going on, divorce proof marriage community? It's Shannon Battle, your administrator, and I just wanted to thank you all for continuing to just ride this out as we grow this group and we try to empower couples to have long lasting marriages that thrive in connection and intimacy. A question that I'm often asked is, how do you reconnect a marriage that has obviously grown apart? You've had your children, you've been successful, and now you're recognizing that you're no longer compatible. How do you create partnership again in your relationship? There's so many angles to that question, so it's hard to just give it a quick summary, but I'm gonna do my best. When we talk about disconnect, think about how you disconnect your phone. And even though you disconnect your phone, it doesn't immediately die. So you wake up in the morning, you take the cord out, you're at 100%. But throughout the day, you continue using the phone. And the power source of your battery is determined based on all of the activities that you're doing on the phone. So if you're running videos, if you're doing multiple things at one time on the phone, it's going to drain the battery a lot faster rather than if you were just doing one thing at a time, closing out things, it would last a lot longer. So you may need to do a recharge sooner than you would on certain days, depending on the level of activity. When you disconnect from marriage, it doesn't instantly show signs that it is depleting in connection. It shows that we're tired, we're no longer talking, we're yelling at each other, or we're talking at each other. We are always having surface conversations, and we are not feeling like we're one when we come together. Those are the signs that are letting you know that your battery is dying in your relationship and that connection is really drifting apart. You can still be together, be sitting watching television together, but yet feel miles apart. That's why a lot of couples, when they're together and they're arguing, they're yelling at each other, is because the voices are trying to amplify the distance from the hearts. And so when your hearts are distant, it's hard to feel like you can come together and be one, and that person gets you, that person's listening to you, that person is available for you. And so what I want to encourage you to do is take time. Just take time to just say, let's take a pause, let's take a time out, and let's just start talking. Start talking about the things that both give you satisfaction, that give you passion, that drive openness and honesty in the communication with one another. Because then as you're able to begin to build connection again, you start recharging the battery. And it may be a slow charge, but it still is a charge, and it's not depleting from you, it's adding to you. So simple conversations like, hey, what comedy show did you last watch? If you guys like to laugh together, maybe you want to just talk about a show to bring it in, and then talk about some of the remarks that you heard the comedian say, and then y'all start laughing. Then you can start talking about, things that you remember that you all used to do when you used to laugh, and then start talking about, what, I miss laughing with you, and finding that you guys are not as distant in your perspective of what you want to work in the relationship as what you think. So now we want to laugh together. We want to find moments to share in that laughter. So guess what? Maybe we should go to a comedy show together. And then now you start researching things and building up the anticipation of how you're going to be able to share this time doing what you both love. No, it doesn't fix the financial problems. No, it doesn't fix the lack of intimacy in the bedroom. But what it does is it starts charging the connection. Get the connection recharged. I want you all to have thriving, lasting marriages. And the only way you can do that is being intentional about the things that you do with one another, serving one another, and lifting one another higher than any of the problems that you're facing with one another. This is your spouse that God has given you the grace to be able to deal with, even in those tough times where it looks like, God, I can't take enough. I am done. I don't even like this person anymore. God can really help you to build the tolerance, build the patience, build the peace, and build that love so you can have that lasting marriage. Don't forget to put all your comments and all your wonderful pictures in the group. I love seeing the great things that you are doing and the suggestions that help us thrive. Talk to you soon.